Lakers here in Staples Center. This is
Hey, it's Bro, a.k.a. This Tom Sensei, exclusively on Xbox One.
David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment.
Hello, everybody. My name is Stanley. I've been playing 2K for like 3 years.
The top candidates for last season's Defensive Player of the Year award. AD said he'd take...
Sure does, DA. Thank you so much. So here's Miami's starting group. Jay Crowder out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Dragic. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Robinson in at the 2 guard. And for the Lakers, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Bradley in at the point. Now here's Dragic. That's a 2 from Butler. And Davis pulls it down. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Lakers.
And, Bones, when you look at Jimmy Butler's elite impact at both ends, you could argue he's the best two-way shooting guard in the NBA.
Klay Thompson might have something to say about that, GA, but certainly Jimmy Butler and his physical presence allows him to play a multitude of positions. So sliding down to the 3.
Wow, hammering it in!
Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim. That time on display.
Here's Dragic. Adebayo finds Robinson. The tray. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Butler with the steal. Deflects the pass. Heat moving the ball around. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Miami no good on that time either.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
James looking around. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Sinks that one from the post. James has got his second basket of the night.
Now, this is why LeBron shoots such a high percentage. He picks his spots, and then he burrows his way right to the interior.
Outside Robinson. Miami with a new 14. Passes it to Adebayo. Robinson with it. Shot clock at 6. Here's Butler. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And taken with the 30th pick back in 2011, Jimmy Butler went from 15th man in Chicago, riding the end of the bench, to franchise player in the course of 4 seasons.
And Greg, it seemed in Chicago and Minnesota maybe Jimmy Butler wore out his welcome. Philadelphia, they had him and they had to juggle multiple stars. But, man, Miami, the Heat handed him the keys, and he has taken off.
And, Kevin, he's shown himself worthy, lifting them to a top seed in the East and himself into the MVP conversation.
Here's Butler. That shot misses. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Here's McGee. Jay Crowder with the rebound. The Heat trail by 4. Here's Adebayo. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Smart play by Jimmy Butler. Spots the open man. Tack up an assist.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Avery Bradley. Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for Miami. Hero comes in for Duncan Robinson. Here's Adebayo. No good. That would have tied it.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Davis has the open look. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
No good from Dragic. The Lakers in the lead. And And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Lakers. Now Rondo. Lobbed up there for Howard. Rondo finds Howard. Can't finish off the line.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Hero, no good. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Now here's Dragic, the fast break opportunity. Crowder kicks to Dragic. Jacks up a 3. That shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Knocks it loose. To the paint. Here's Kuzma. They get it again. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball.
15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. From deep. Launches it. Hero, no good. Caldwell Pope, left side. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And a chance here to just double-check the ruling on the floor. I wasn't sure if he got it off in time or not, so I appreciate the second look as well.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Lakers ahead, up by 2. We'll take it.
The biggest area of growth would definitely be.
Now having played with superstars, Kuzma is learning what it takes to win.
He's getting only so many shots per game, so I applaud him for finding other ways to contribute to his team with an eye toward the greater goal.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage, and they simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Hero out there with Iguodala. And it's Jones in at the 3. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. If you ask Miami coach Eric Spoelstra, there's been a long lineage of undrafted players who've made an impact with the Heat. Going back, think about big guys like Udonis Haslem, Joel Anthony, and Hassan Whiteside. Now you have youngsters like Kendrick Nunn, Duncan Robinson, Derrick Jones Jr., and Chris Silva. Miami continues to find diamonds in the rough year after year. Guys?
They usually do. That's a very creative organization. Thanks, D.A. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their values. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Just 5 to shoot. And James gets it to go on the assist by Morris. James has got 9.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. You look at James, what a contribution.
Yeah, the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
Here's Hero. Miami no good on that time either.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. That is his first foul of the game. And Miami making a change here. Dragic is checked in. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Yeah, a bit surprising to see them leading at this point, given the number of turnovers they've already committed.
Butler on the wing. The three. Rebounded by the Lakers. Here's LeBron. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jimmy Butler. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Butler deciding where to go with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. JaVale McGee grabs the miss.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here. As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Anthony Davis is checked in for the Lakers. Rondo comes in for Alex Caruso. And Miami also making a switch. Crowder, he's checked in for Derek Jones.
With a burst of speed, LeBron turning on the Jets, getting past the D, and the big hammer.
Lakers leading by 9. Floats it up for Davis, and Davis throws it down.
And when AD takes off from the ground for alley-oops like this one, it really demoralizes the opponent.
Stolen by McGee. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the second quarter. James the pass to Davis. Butler with the steal. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it, the fast break chance. To halt the run, and Davis sends it back.
Phenomenal defense by Anthony Davis to spike that shot back. Make a heck of a volleyball player.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
And the Heat call time here.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite-level defender, guards multiple positions, and turns away a number of shots.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Bradley. The Heat also changing it up. Adebayo is checked in for Olynyk. And it's Iguodala in for Duncan Robinson. Nailed from three-point land. And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor. They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
To the inside. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Well, there's no excuse right there for not covering one of the guys on the floor, and that's Rondo around the rim where he can score.
On the wing, it's Iguodala. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Andre Iguodala. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Now here's Rondo. No points in the game yet for him. Howard can't hit.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players react. You just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
And he gets it back.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
In transition, here comes Miami. Here's Adebayo. He gets it to fall. That makes just a single-digit lead.
Love it when the big guy like Adebayo is out there making it happen in the fast break.
And so we wrap up the first half. Lakers lead by 8. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Dwight, what are you seeing from your opponent tonight?
They're a tough team. You know, they play hard, they play together, they move the ball, and they know how to play within the offense, you know. And we've been doing a better job on the defensive end, and I think tonight we came out with the right mentality. We just got to keep it up.
Dwight, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 20 points. You knew when the Lakers landed Davis's team would be a force. Shaq, is this Davis's team now, or is it still LeBron?
I don't believe you asked me that question, Ernie. Listen,
well, then let me ask it to Kenny. Is this Davis's team now, or is it LeBron's?
Well, it's LeBron. But Davis is still probably, at times, the most talented player on the floor, but he's never the best player on the floor. Same thing Kenny said.
Kevin Harlan standing by. Sorry I asked. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green is out there with Avery Bradley, and it's McGee in at center. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Butler against James. That shot off. Some solid defense from Butler. Over to the left wing. Adebayo kicks to Robinson. Pass to Dragic. Launches a 3. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 5 rebounds tonight. Davis inside. Defended by Crowder. And Davis gets it to go. And the Lakers lead by 11. Timeout called, the Heat.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, Coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Jones checked in for the Heat. Tyler Hero comes in for Goran Dragic. The Heat trail by 11. Right side Robinson shoots it up. Green with the rebound.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down. And with a name like Duncan Robinson, you wonder, were his parents Spurs fans?
Good call, GA, but I don't think so. He was born in 1994. That's a few years before Tim Duncan joined the Spurs alongside the Admiral. Good NBA name, though.
That's tipped. Here's LeBron. Doesn't go that time. And Miami the other way now. Hero passes to Robinson. Jones against LeBron. McGee with the block.
Team starts the second half missing 4 or 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
They get it back. Davis. And Adebayo sends it back. There's the pass to Hero. Shot by Crowder, no good.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. James in the post. Working on Jones. James kicks to McGee. Back to James. And they double up LeBron. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Markieff Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Alex Caruso comes in for LeBron. Then for the Heat, Olynyk comes in for Jay Crowder. And it's Iguodala in for Duncan Robinson. Puts up a 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Caruso. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. Some changes for the Lakers. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Anthony Davis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Bradley. And it's Iguodala missing. Iguodala with the steal. And here's the fast break. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Good hustle by Iguodala, an alert defender who you can't be too careless around.
Inside. Howard's shot is good. And the Lakers lead by 9.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Iguodala outside. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Iguodala, the pass to Adebayo. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
And Bam Adebayo demonstrating a refined skill set that belies his nickname. Over 5 assists per game. He's a creator, not just a finisher.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Davis is checked in for Morris. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Alex Caruso. The Heat also changing it up. Butler comes in for Jones. And it's Dragic in for Hero. Scooped up. Here's Davis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, as good as AD already is, to think that there's still upside to his game, it's really remarkable. Athletic, talented, and continues to work hard to maximize his talents. Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Double team on Adebayo. Pass to Butler from downtown. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got 7 rebounds in the game.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Remember, he played the point guard position for most of high school, so Olynyk has retained that vision.
Passes it to Howard. Butler with the steal. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Caldwell Pope. The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Second free throw, no good.
And the all-around game Iguodala possesses makes him unique. Does whatever is asked of him on the floor.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. The wide open look here for Kuzma. And again, the Lakers, no good. Oh, and here comes Iguodala all alone.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
Off the mark. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Lakers on top, up by 3. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Here's Dragic on the court for the Heat. They've got Dragic, Jay Crowder out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Robinson, and it's Olynyk in at the 5 down low. Kuzma finds Howard. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And Howard loves getting positioned down that deep, knowing he's a force in the paint.
Butler on the wing, guarded by Kuzma. Robinson for three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Howard with it. Outside for Caldwell Pope. But they recover it. Feeds it to Howard. Goes up again. Here's Davis. He dishes it to Howard. Looking to get back on track here. And Davis lays it in. And the Lakers lead by 7.
That's a big-time battle from AD on the glass. You see the athleticism to go back up with that.
And the Heat call time here.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. LeBron comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Green, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Bradley subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He told them, you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
Out to the right wing. Outside for Robinson. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
Bradley with the bounce pass. Davis inside. Defended by Crowder. No good with the layup.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball.
It's stolen by Dragic. Now running up the court, Robinson pushing it up. It's stolen by Bradley. Dragic against LeBron. Doesn't go for him. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Miami. Trailing by 2. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Jimmy determined there just to get inside and fight for an opportunity to get an attempt up.
And it's tied up with that one. Timeout called the Lakers.
They've been turning that ball over way too much, and they really need to address this if they want to win this game. Huddle up, boys.
Lakers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. LeBron has doubled, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
The Lakers with the ball. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Tyler Hero. He's checked in for Duncan Robinson. LeBron outside. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Wow, and there's a reason LeBron has the ball in his hands, so capable in those moments.
And that one misses. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Dragic dishes to Butler. Good ball movement here by Miami. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Dragic the pass to Crowder. It's stolen by Davis. It's LeBron with the drive and finished off by LeBron.
I love LeBron being shifty on that play, outstanding at going right to the rack with that size, strength, and speed.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're behind by 4. 1:43 left in the game. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, LeBron James.
And when a player scores over half his team's points, you know he's going to be our pick. Even when he's been the exclusive focus of the defense, they just haven't been able to keep him in check. A tremendous individual effort.
And that one is off. Great D that time from Adebayo. Butler passes to Adebayo. And stolen by LeBron. Crowder with the steal. Left side, Butler. Pass to Hero. Lets the three fly. And it's Butler missing.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Great D that time from Green.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Here's Butler. And it's Bradley with the rebound.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And the Heat call time here. They're trailing by 6. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, act fast, but without mistakes.
Butler against James. Here's Dragic from outside. Rebounded by the Lakers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And so they foul intentionally. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And they go to the intentional foul. Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Just the all-around game of LeBron James. Dominant scorer, great rebounder, incredible passer, and an intense defender when he wants to be.
And here's none. And so Los Angeles takes the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And to this year's winners, 2K21 Play Now Championship, Sensei. Congratulations, bro.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I would like to thank my mom, dad, brothers, some of my teammates, JT, Jaddy, Metro, Lau. This one's for y'all.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid.
All right, and here with me now is the man, the only, Sensei. Come on, Sensei.
Yes, Cap, back on the show, man.
Yeah, right,
yes.
bro. How you feeling, man? Talk to me.
Pretty good. A hell of a win for us. Stanley put on a great game, but you know, I felt like I owed one to the late great Kobe Bryant.
For a fact, bro.
Even though it's a virtual game, I feel like, you know, just being able to play for the Lakers and California and everything, I felt like I had to put my all into it for this win.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. I feel you on that one, bro.
Yes.
There was this one point where it was the third quarter, and they tied up, bro. I was a little scared, but you know, I kind of had the confidence. But tell me, but what was you thinking at the time?
I gotta get the ball in LeBron's hand. That's
okay.
all it was.
How many points you had tonight?
40.
40, bro.
40 points, yes, sir.
You can't go wrong. I saw Davis too. He was doing his great job.
Yes.
Rebounding, thinking of the layups, all of that. It was great, bro.
Yes.
It was a great game. You deserved it, bro. Again, congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate you, man.
Next year again, you think you're gonna take it?
Of course.
It's time.
Guys, thank you for watching this. We really appreciate doing this video for you guys. I hope it was exciting as much as exciting it was to make it for you guys. So I hope you guys keep watching. You know, there's gonna be a lot of more videos coming to you guys. So heads up, all right? Thank you. Hey, and thumbs up, like, subscribe, all that.